Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network, continuing coverage of prep lacrosse. Tonight we got the boys. Last night we had the girls in there. Congratulations to Viera girls with their 13-6 win over Celebration. And tonight we got the boys. The boys are taking on St. Edwards, our good friends down from Vero Beach area. And I'm Caleb, and we got a very special guest tonight, the one, the only, former head coach of the Viera Hawks boys, the one, the only, Coach Barlett. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Caleb. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Awesome to have you here in the back,
Yes,
here in the
I'm
booth
excited.
tonight. Jackson Robb will also be on the call. He's on the way. He's dealing with some other BSN stuff. BSN's so busy, we got people everywhere.
That's it.
As they're reading through the rosters. I'd like to thank W&J Construction and Craig Technologies. W&J Construction has been building Brevard and beyond for over 55 years. W&J is dedicated to understanding each customer's needs and completing their projects with absolute quality assurance, on schedule and within the budget. The team at W&J attributes their success to their doctrines of management: communication, transparency, and cooperation. Each speaks for themselves, and the implementation of the combination equates to the long-lasting relationships and favorable construction outcomes. For more information, give them a call at 321-632-7660 or check them out online at W&J online at www.wjconstruction.com. We're going to take a pause for the national anthem. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are set as both teams will now come to the circle. Captains will meet, and we'll see. Now, around this time, with it being a 6 o'clock face-off, there's a very important decision to be made. Coach, I'll take your opinion on this. Is it important to try to make sure the opposing goalie is looking directly at that sun, or does it not matter to?
Oh, it 100% matters. You want to win the coin toss, and you want to defend away from the sun in the first quarter. By the end of the first quarter, it's probably going to be setting just below that concession booth, and so first quarter is definitely a disadvantage. We set the clocks ahead here in a few weeks, and that changes the whole thing. First and second quarter are going to be a mess with the sun, which is why field maintenance 101, you never build a field facing east and west, but it's kind of too late for that, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think they really had a choice, but by the time they built this field, the school board was kind of sitting there, so it's not like, hey, can we switch around your parking lot and move that?
Absolutely.
Though I do think they wish they could, because
But it's
that only would have made sense.
yeah, last year in the regional semis, we played Winter Park, and we lost the coin toss, and we had the sun in the first quarter, and we went down 7-0 quick.
Yeah.
And, we played them even the rest of the game, but that first quarter was a killer with the sun.
Well, I mean, especially in a playoff game, as we found, similarly in soccer, you get some momentum rolling in that first period, and all of a sudden you're like,
yeah, for sure.
Why are we battling at a disadvantage here?
Yeah. And those shots were coming at 90 miles an hour. And
those are hard enough when you can see them, let alone now you're
absolutely.
looking at a ball of fire.
Absolutely. This will be a big test tonight for Vieira. They're coming in 3-0. They have not beaten St. Ed's in the 4 games. In the last 4 games they played them, St. Ed's is 4-0. Very, very good top 5 team in 1A, and this will be a good test. Vieira's young, maybe just a little naive enough to not recognize a little David Goliath story going on here. But
hey, well, you talk about St. Edward's there. Head coach Doug Bailey is in his 6th season. He's 64-18 as the head coach of St. Ed's. Lost in the second round of the state runner-up to Benjamin in the 1A playoffs last season. Lost 10-3 to the number 4th ranked in 2A Jupiter and defeated Martin County 18-4.
Absolutely.
As we have face-off here. Here we go. Taking the face-off is number 15, McGuire Pedrick for the Hawks. And battle for possession, and St. Ed's will take over and get their first touch in the box. Coach, you have faced this St. Ed's team quite a few times. Describe their offense, if you could.
They're very efficient. I mean, they're not big. They're not, they're not going to run you over. They're quick. They're small. Just good possession. Possession is everything in this game, and they just do a good job moving the ball. Just very sound fundamentally.
As you can see, they are moving all around the cage. It's
very patient. There's no shot clock in high school, so there's no reason to rush.
Trying to take it in, coming around from X.
That's good help defense there.
Side shot and deflected. Ball launched, and Hawks got to get that first touch in the box. And unfortunately unable to come up with that pass. Great job there by that deep hole. Touched in by number 12, Will Russell.
Kind of sports 101 there. You got to come to the ball. You can't let the ball come to you.
The ball doesn't stay in one stick for too long. It just seems like quick passes. Just they move you around a lot if you're not sound defensively.
That and your goal is to, you get the defense tired. Possession, similar in hockey. If you watch them, you get the defenders a long time in the defensive zone. They get tired. Penalties happen when they get mistakes. So a lot of patience. Vieira's playing good, sound defense right now, keeping everything to the outside.
Shot, and that one I think bounced off the arm there of Jackson Lynch. And their coach Bailey calls yellow.
Usually they're subbing in, so they're going to slow the game down.
Will Russell back behind GLE. Fakes the pass, cuts inside.
That's a good save.
Russell with that shot bouncing off the pipe.
That was good help by Jacob Glick. Good save by Jackson. They isolated that shorty at X.
And once again, as you said, Coach, possession. You get possession.
Playing a lot of defense so far. St. Ed's is a very good ride team as well. Kind of a forecheck for another hockey term. They do a good job on the ride. Vieira's got to settle in. They're young. They're probably amped up.
Like you said, might be just naive enough to not realize the size of this David versus Goliath type matchup here. Shot. Goal. Try to get the number. I believe that was
Number 6.
number 6 for St. Edwards. Luke Herman.
Former West Shore Wildcat here in Brevard County. Transferred this season. That's a good shot.
And you hear Coach Nunn, Bob Nunn saying, "Guys, we just played 4 minutes of defense. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
No, don't panic. Just."
McGuire's doing a great job at that X there, tying up the. That's
And
fantastic. That's just good hustle.
won the face-off, and unfortunately, great stick check, and that's going to be a push in the back. Yep.
Yeah. Really good ground ball by Ethan DeShulo, and then just good hustle by St. Edwards.
Your penalty number 11, Cannon Velitis. St. Edwards on the man up.
Cannon Velitis will take a quick breather in the penalty area.
Again, another young guy. It's so hard to stop that push for the back. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Penalties, push with possession, 30 seconds.
That's a 30-second man-up opportunity here for St. Ed's. They're hard enough to defend when you're all even. So man up, it's again just got to be disciplined here, and
they'll get that all day.
and when you got a goalie with Jackson Lynch,
Absolutely. They'll give him that shot all day. Jackson will eat those up.
even though he'll probably still require the ice bath later, because that one you heard the shot from up here.
Yeah, I think last year they took like 175 shots on him.
Shot there by number 2, Harrison Harden. St. Edwards will retain possession.
That's a good penalty kill. I'm going to slow it down and play some offense here.
St. Edwards just they're slow, methodical, and like you said, efficient. Look at that, boom, driving, picking up 2 defenders, giving the open man a shot. And number 11 with the goal, Eli Barron.
Yeah, they got topside on Connor there. You want to keep him down the alley. Can't give up that top side. Once you give up that top side, it breaks down your defense, and it's tough. We'll talk a little bit about McGuire here in a little bit. Fantastic. He's doing such a good job at the X.
All right. Get your breath. Let me know when you're ready. Got Jackson Robbie just showed up. Give him a chance to catch his breath as he came running up the stairs from lacrosse practice. Shot and possession will stay with St. Edwards. St. Edwards moving up top. And great deflection there by Lynch.
We short a guy there for a little bit. We're caught up now. A little discombobulated.
2-0 here in the first quarter. 6.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. And
lift that backhand, man. Oh, good play.
Getting a stick on it. St. Edwards regains possession, brings it back into the box, high up top. That area of the field, usually, there's some slippage. Look, that field's been played on a lot in the last 7 days.
Yep.
Between girls, boys, lacrosse, Saturday night boys soccer.
Got a shorty on the X again.
Yep.
It's not ideal.
Harrison Harden.
Good help, good switch. That's excellent defense right there.
Again, that pass was intended for Connor O'Brien. O'Brien draws in 3 defenders. Somebody's open. Number 12 cranked the shot, fell out of his stick. Ground ball picked up by Vieira.
Timeout, Bob.
Timeout, Vieira. And with this timeout, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, Jackson Robb will be on the call right here on Brevard Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, live from Vieira High School. I'm Jackson Robb jumping in for the call here tonight. Early lead for the visiting team, the St. Edwards Pirates, 2-0 here, 5:16 to go in the first quarter. Hot start from the hot team out of Vero Beach, but Vieira hanging in there well, playing some good defense as we get back to play following the timeout. So here comes Vieira, taking it off the stop. It's number 7 taking it, Ethan DeShulo. Ball knocked out on the ground. Quick scoop, one hand straight down the sideline. St. Edwards fast break. Chasing defense, good save by Jackson Lynch. They're going to quickly turn it on the clear. Landon Almonte. Going to get some trail checks there.
That's a trip.
Should be. No foul. As Almonte got to advance it. Gets into the box, streaking down the middle. Almonte. Pass down in the crease. It is off the mark, looking for Matt Goodman. And the goalie goes back there to pick it up for St. Ed's. And now we got a whistle.
Well, number 4 is in the crease. Caught the pass in the crease, but they call the timeout.
Timeout here, 4:37 to go in the first quarter. 2-0 St. Edwards leads.
I was talking a little bit about St. Edwards' ride, and that was a perfect example. 3 guys on the ball. You can't run through 3 guys. You got to move the ball. Ethan's tough. Ethan DeShill is a tough little guy, but 3-on-1 is a losing proposition.
Yeah, I can't name many players that can get through a 3-on-1 at this level, especially out of a defense like St. Edwards. Strong team down south, 1-1 on the year, but that one loss is to number 4 ranked in 2A, Jupiter. They defeated Martin County. So, I mean, this is a strong team. Again, coming out of Vero Beach, St. Edwards has beat Vieira the last 2 seasons, 19-8 and 6-3. So, I mean, this is a tough team, a tough challenge. Vieira tends to play them 6-0 though. 4-0. St. Ed's is against Vieira all time. So, I mean, hot start for St. Edwards, but Vieira hanging in there for now. St. Ed's out of the timeout is going to get into the clear formation here, try and flip it back onto offense. Goalie will just take it out of the goal, walk it up. No pressure for him. He can take it as far as he wants. Number 10, the goalie, Kieran Colgan.
Good patience by Vieira.
Colgan passes now to Eli Barron. Barron turning on the Jets, advances it into the box now. Passes back out to Ford Norris. As they're going to look to pass it around here, and they set up in their offense. Harrison Harden. Pass sails high. It's going to toe the sideline deep hole.
That's over and
Flicks
back.
it over, but goes straight out of bounds. Vieira will now take it in. And we'll see if they can make something happen here on offense. Number 11 bringing it up, Cannon Velitis.
They need to really possess the ball here for a few minutes. They've been playing a lot of defense. Pretty much 8 minutes of defense.
Yeah, slow it down here for a second. Get the subs in on yellow. Pass down to the crease. Matt Goodman with a jump shot off the crease. Top right corner, goal Vieira as Matt Goodman gets him going on the board.
I guess that'll work too.
Yeah, 9th goal of the season. Quick feed. Goodman comes around on the C cut off the crease, or off GLE for the shot. Top right corner. Paints the corner for the goal, and Vieira gets on the board. It's 2-1.
It's a good finish by Matt Goodman.
That's not a guaranteed make, but that was a shot he looked confident in. Puts it right out of the goalie's range.
I think if Vieira possesses the ball, they can put some goals up on this defense. This goalie. They
Yeah,
just haven't had the ball very much.
should be a solid matchup tonight, I believe. I mean, Vieira's got a solid team, as they always do. St. Ed's always strong. Big battle at the face-off. It's won by St. Edwards. Number 14, Keegan Nyman. Nyman going to roll back. Pass across to Reed Sternberg. Pass it into the box. St. Ed's taking their time. No shot clock. Take as much time as they need. St. Ed switches number 14 out. Now they're going to switch quick on the attack. Top of the box, sort of cranked by number 13, Ricky Savage. Sails high. They back up the shot, so they'll take it in now from the end line. So here comes St. Ed's immediately pressuring.
That's good defense there.
The deep hole keeps him in his range. Turnaround shot off the mark. Jackson Lynch did a whole 360 to try and deflect it. Didn't need to. But you like the effort. Great job so far backing up shots for St. Ed's. Keeping their possession going. Number 4 with it now, Connor O'Brien, a freshman. O'Brien takes it all the way around behind X. Oh, that cutter had a look. Misses the pass. Scoop. Now they'll fight for it. Number 14 came in for a hit by Vieira. The ball staying on the ground here. It's good spin dodge. Lefty shot. Deflected by Lynch. Popped back to Jackson Lynch.
Excellent save. Patience.
One of the best goalies around the entire state of Florida. We have him right here in Brevard County. That clear, though, not what he wanted for sure. As St. Ed's now with an opportunity. It'll be a slower break here as they get into offense.
How about this? Number 14, Jonah Woodruff, covering Ricky Savage, who's going to Loyola. A Loyola commit.
That's a big one.
Jonah's holding his own so far. That's an interesting matchup by Coach Nunn.
So
Jonah's a tough kid, though.
they hold it in yellow for a second, then take it all the way around. Crease cranks on Jackson Lynch. Great save. And now they'll flip it back up to the top of the box, taking it back with some space. Ford Norris. Great patience by Ethan DeJulo, the shorty D-Mitty. Not chasing. There's no reason to ever go outside that box as a shorty. And, throws a check there. Pass outside. Quick dodge. Inside, another save by Jackson Lynch. Still out in the crease. Who has it? Jackson Lynch. Whew. And he'll take it out. He's a guy that's never really afraid to take it out. Now they'll flip it
Good clear.
to DeShulo. Quick split dodge now
No rush, boys.
to the top. They might want to slow it down, get their subs in. Play into yellow. Up top, number 16 with it. Gabe C. You got a flag down.
Offsides on St. Ed's. They got 7 guys in the defensive zone.
So now this will give Vieira an opportunity to play their offense until change of possession when they'll be man up. Coming all the way around, Landon Almonte, quick feed on the crease. Pass doesn't go. That had an opportunity to be a goal. Vieira fine possession here. And now man up time for the Vieira Hawks. It's going to be an offsides penalty on St. Edwards. And that'll put a man down.
Some good offense, 6 on 7.
Yeah, it's
Got
going
a
to
shot there.
be a big opportunity. I mean, as a player on the sidelines, I've seen a team go down offsides. It's a quick penalty that can happen. That's just a misjudgment by a coach or a player that wasn't supposed to run out. Or, but that costs you now as your man down for St. Edwards. Vieira's just going to pass it around. Almonte cranks, and a great underhand side shot by Landon Almonte for the goal. Junior attack, 7th goal of the season for Almonte. And he's new to this Vieira Hawk team this season. I believe I'm not mistaken, coming over from Cocoa Beach.
Yep, transferred over from Cocoa Beach. What's interesting about that is Kyle Fisher, the leading scorer for Vieira, goes out in the fall with a torn ACL. Huge loss offensively, and Landon transfers over, and they kind of filled a huge void there with Kyle being out. So
now with only 45 seconds to go in the first quarter, we got a tie game here from Vieira, 2-2. As the Hawks have come storming back, they take advantage of the man up situation. Quick face-off win again by St. Ed's, doing great up there. Quick crank right off the face-off, and Keegan Nyman makes them pay on the break. 3-2, St. Ed's takes the lead back in 6 seconds. And that's how quick it can be if you got a face-off guy that can shoot as well as he can win those face-offs. And that's what they teach you. Flick it up, win it, and immediately shoot off on the run. And that's how you win face-offs. That's how you get goals off face-offs, rather. And a quick goal by Nyman makes it 3-2 St. Ed's. Some teams have face-off guys that just go out there, win a face-off, pass it off, and come out. Other teams have face-off guys that can make plays like that. So we'll see another face-off coming for St. Ed's. Vieira's got the LSM on the near side in case he's already dropping back, and the win is by Nyman again. But again, as I said, Vieira drops the LSM back into play off the face-off. Number 10, Ben Van Genshin. St. Ed's going to move the ball around. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pirates lead by 1. Pass all the way back around, playing at X. 15 seconds. Quick dodge from behind the goal.
It's a Ward. Wow.
Defense in the crease, and a goal with 8 seconds to go before the end of the first quarter. Number 28 puts it in. Ford Norris coming from behind X around for the goal with 8 seconds to go to put St. Ed's ahead 4-2.
That's a tough one there. He definitely was playing with that offhand, and ref just missed it.
It can be hard, you know. Some great cradlers with one arm, keep that arm in, or you flex it out sometimes. That will be a Ward, and sometimes he gets close in the crease. The refs miss it. It's a tough break for Vieira, but either way, the goal stands, and it's a 4-2 lead for St. Ed's. Only 8 seconds to go, so it's going to be a quick face-off win, and going to have to flip it on offense. 3 seconds, quick pass, and they're not going to get the shot off. And that'll do it at the end of our first quarter here from the Hawks Nest here at Vieira. The away team, St. Edwards, leads Vieira 4-2 in a hard-fought first quarter. I'd like to thank our sponsor, W&J Construction. So what sets W&J Construction apart from the competition? At W&J, they are a construction company that understands every aspect of your project from pre-construction through completion. Their team's technical and local expertise lays the groundwork for the rapid, cost-effective production of deliverables. W&J Construction brings excitement and energy, responsiveness, and a complete understanding of all your requirements. By incorporating the best of the best project philosophies into their approach and delivering a finished product you'll be proud of. For more information, call them at 321-632-7660 or check them out at WJ online at www.wjconstruction.com. I'd also like to thank our other sponsor tonight, Craig Technologies. Craig Technologies is a nationwide engineering and technology firm headquartered in Merritt Island, Florida, providing services to both government and commercial customers. Craig Technologies' list of services include design engineering, systems engineering and integration, software design and development, information technology support, training and courseware development, integrated logistics support, and range operations. For more information, call them at 321-613-5620 or check them out on the World Wide Web at www.craigtechinc.com. I'd like to thank both of our great sponsors tonight, bringing you the game. And this is a feature matchup, not just around the county, but, I mean, this is one between two of the best teams here in Central Florida, between St. Edwards and Vieira. Vieira team jumping off a 9-8 season, jumping out to 3-0 this year, outscoring their opponents 49-15. St. Ed's 1-1. Outscoring opponents 22-14. So, I mean, you got two solid squads here. Vieira led by first-year head coach Bob Nunn. St. Ed's led by sixth-year head coach Doug Bailey with a 64-18 record. So, fresh 12 on the clock here in the second quarter as we get set to play. St. Edwards on top, 4-2. Another quick face-off win. Keegan Nyman absolutely killing him right there. Quick shot. Great save by Jackson Lynch. Gets down for it. Ethan DeShulo trying to get it back. Trail checks. And good job getting across midfield now into the box. It's Almonte. Rolls back, taking their time.
It was good patience that time by Ethan. He didn't try to run through those guys. Learned his lesson.
Almonte moves it behind the goal back to X. Back out was Vieira taking their time to move it around. Ethan DeShulo with it again. Pass down to Almonte. Almonte, quick move. Good checks. Defensively staying on his hands. Quick cut shot. DeShulo shot deflected up in the air off the cut. Matt Goodman off the rebound, passes back behind to Cannon Velitis. Pass up top. Almonte crank and a goal by
Good ball
Ethan
movement.
DeShulo. Right, he was already getting ready to shoot before the ball even got to him. He was ready, and a power shot by Ethan DeShulo results in a goal.
That was excellent ball movement. Great save by the goalie initially. Matt Goodman did a good job picking up that ground ball and moving it quickly. Defense usually is out of position at that point, so
And we head to a break, a timeout. 10:58 still to go in the second quarter. 4-3 St. Edwards leads. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, live to Vieira High School coming out of the timeout. 4-3 St. Edwards leads, a close one over the Vieira Hawks. Hanging, playing tough lacrosse early here, still early in quarter number 2 as they head back to the face-off. So far, been dominated by Keegan Nyman for St. Edwards. See if Vieira can pick up a win here. Good play out, but St. Ed's comes up for the scoop and wins it to Luke Herman. Luke Herman, a transfer out of West Shore School, some people here in Brevard County are familiar with. All the way back to Ricky Savage. Pass to Eli Barron. Barron dodging down the alley. Pass behind GLE. They're going to move it around well. Defense stays on him. St. Ed's going to back it up. Playing what looks to be a 3-2-1 right now. They back it all the way up to Eli Barron. Set up a dodge, possibly. He'll just take it slowly down the alley.
taking a shorty behind X.
That can be dangerous. Aiden McNamara sticking on him.
That's just good lacrosse IQ right there.
Flicks back around. Good dodging behind the goal. Pass low. Scooped up by the deep hole. Trying to take it up. It's Eli Manchetti. Ball down. Kicking it ahead. Good goose there by Manchetti. Keeps it in bounds. Got to win on the ground ball. They do. Here comes Vieira quickly. Ball down. Surprised there wasn't a stick to the head there. Yeah, that'll be a push from behind. Off-ball push on Vieira. St. Ed's will take possession now. Almost a huge swing of momentum there for Vieira.
St. Ed's rides like a bunch of junkyard dogs, don't they? Like as soon as Vieira gets in their stick, there's like 70 of them. It's crazy.
Pass all the way up top. Ricky Savage flicks. Pass right down the line. Back up top. Barron. Pass over to Savage. St. Ed's taking their time to set up a dodge. Top left on the short stick. Gets around. Cranks a bad angle shot. They back up the shot, so St. Ed's will hold on to possession.
That's Vieira's goal right there, is keep him in the alley. Give him those side shots that Jackson can eat up. Keep him out of the middle.
That's the thing they tell you when you start playing, and as you continue to play short stick D-midi, if you get beat, it's okay as long as it's down the alley and only down the alley. If you can force them out, it's allowable, as almost turned that ball over there for St. Ed's on an awry pass. Moving it down the alley again. Pump fakes the pass inside, passes down. Off the cut,
Nice.
nobody there.
Interception.
Great steal by the short stick D-midi. Taking it with some speed here.
That's good right there.
Connor Hoffman.
Young player, smart.
Almonte taking the deep hole behind X.
They got to get some possession here. Playing a lot of defense.
DeShulo, top right. Deep hole staying on his hands. Going to push him out. 8 minutes to go in the first half. St. Ed's leads by 1. DeShulo, one hand cradle outside. Cranks the shot. Gets the rebound off his shot. DeShulo flicking up to Matt Goodman. Attack moving all the way up to a midi position. That pass a little out ahead. Great job going out and getting it. Hard check there.
That's from behind. Wow, there we go.
Yeah, there's a whistle. Very aggressive play by Eli Barron. And that's
It's
gonna.
always interesting. The ref that's like 5 yards away doesn't make the call, and the guy that's like 50 yards away does. I've always wondered that. Must be an angle thing.
So that'll send St. Ed's man down again. Second time the game. Vieira took advantage on the first one. So they're 100% conversion rate on man down so far. So here comes Vieira taking it in. Now man up. Eli Barron going out too. That's one of St. Ed's big middies. Crank shot from outside, and Ethan DeShulo makes him pay. What a shot and a goal. 4-4, 7.5 minutes to go in the first half, and Vieira still perfect on man up. That's the thing you'll see in man up. Just take shots. Pepper the goalie.
We were watching warm-ups, and we were watching the St. Ed's goalie, and he looked vulnerable.
Well, that's
It's
one
just
thing.
St. Edwards has had so much possession from the face-off that
Yeah,
it's tough to score if you don't have the ball, right?
yeah. And that's one thing Vieira doesn't have the same weakness in. Jackson Lynch's strong point, the defending BSN Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, yeah, and that's while he was a freshman, now a sophomore. Still got years to play for the Hawks. 4-4. Tight game still early here in the first half. At Vieira, 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Head back to face-off. Vieira, they're not winning them, but they're flicking them out now, making it so Nyman just doesn't take it quickly on attack. Forces St. Ed's to slow it down at least first,
Absolutely.
which is a good strategy. If you're not going to outright win them, make them take as much time as possible.
Vieira's gone a couple of years now trying to replace Gavin Wessel as their face-off guy and one of the best Brevard's ever seen. We've been trying to manufacture face-offs, and McGuire was a former goalie. Had a season off with a shoulder injury from football, plays center, and he wanted to play Fogo this year, so they've been working with him every day. And he's been doing a fantastic job going against a very good face-off guy tonight.
St. Ed's moving it all the way around the field, all the way back up top. They are even following the goal once again. Pump fake, gets past, shot, top goal for St. Edward's, number 13, Ricky Savage. With the goal.
Not a whole lot you can do about that. It was a good shot.
He had 4 goals coming into tonight. And a big one there to put St. Ed's ahead 5-4. It's just a...
I think he's still a Loyola commit, if I'm not mistaken. Excellent player.
I mean, that's as near of a perfect shot right above the goalie's head.
McGuire's doing a good job mucking it up there on the X in the beginning. He needs to go back to just trying to slow that break. There you go.
Ball on the ground now. Nyman will just take it. Nyman passing down to attack now. Connor O'Brien moves it back behind. Pressure staying strong by Vieira. Not giving him any free passes. Up top. Pump fake shot. Goal once again for St. Edward's. And it's Ricky Savage again. Back-to-back goals. And now 6-4 St. Ed's. They're just getting good looks here. Pump fake shot. Gets through a check and cranks one in for the goal. Now, still nothing to panic if you're Vieira. I mean, St. Ed's went up 2-0. Then it was 2-2. Then they went up 4-2. Then 4-4. They've had these little 2-goal runs. So if this trend continues, then Vieira should be just fine, but you don't want to keep giving them these runs. Still 6 minutes to go in the first half, halfway through quarter number 2. Now St. Ed's with the LSM on the near side. Vieira's split far. There's a new face-off guy coming in for St. Ed's, number 3, Matthew Vatland. And it's still won by St. Edwards. Passing back. Number 28 taking it around, Ford Norris. Now they flick to the far side. Luke Herman. Herman controls it all the way behind to X. Herman getting pressured by the shorty. Number 33 on him.
That's good defense at X there.
Matt Denon was on him. Matt Denon's a solid defender with a short stick.
Good help.
Big pass right in the middle. Ball down, scoot back up. Trying to get it back to X. Great pass deflection. Number 9 playing that hard. Eli Manchetti. They'll keep it in right. Trying to pass it to Crease. Hard pass to make. They won't, but they hold on to possession. Good defense so far by Vieira, but the possession, long time of possession. St. Ed's taking their time, backing up their shots. Just tiring out Vieira right now, it seems like.
Those 50-50 balls are just key. Vieira hasn't won many of them tonight.
St. Ed's once again taking the shorty behind X.
Freshman here, Jonah Woodruff.
Reed Sternberg gonna dodge, gets right past him.
Good help.
But he's gonna get pushed out. St. Ed's keeping it patient. Herman. Pass down wide open from X. Turnaround shot.
Save.
Deflected by Jackson Lynch, but it's gonna be scooped back up by St. Edwards. Oh, just deflected by Manchetti. Ball still down, scooped up. Jackson Lynch comes out to lay a hit. He wasn't going to let an uncontested guy charge his goal. Connor O'Brien cuts back. Oh, what a shot. Connor O'Brien somehow goes lefty around the defender, bounces it in for the goal. And St. Ed's jumps ahead by the biggest lead of the night, 7-4, 3:47 to go in the first half.
Just too much defense. These 50-50 balls on the face-off, 50-50 balls on the scrambles. This game is all about possession.
It's all about patience so far for St. Edwards, taking these long possessions to only taking the looks that they deem most fit. Score. Nyman coming back in at face-off for St. Edwards. As they have a long ball face-off for Vieira, maybe trying to switch up that look. That was number 31, Jacob Glick. And he's doing good checks right off the face-off. Mostly less aim to win the face-off, just get immediate pressure on him.
Kind of want to see your adjacent defender there. When the guy's playing heavy like that on defense, you want to lock off that guy next to him. Make it really hard for them. It was just too loose on the defense there.
Savage shot taken in the chest by Jackson Lynch.
Good save.
He stepped up for that one. BTB pass.
That's the third shot Jackson's taking straight to the chest.
St. Ed's moving it around again, taking more time. Connor O'Brien taking it behind X. Has the shorty on him again. It's Connor Hoffman.
Well, I get St. Edwards is being patient, but they're giving Vieira a chance to catch their breath there, too.
Gets around the sophomore, turnaround shot, point blank off the side of the goal, not the right angle.
Good job holding the post there.
Now Jackson Lynch will get time to clear, steps out, heaves it down the center of the field. Looking for Matt Goodman, bounces off of him, and St. Ed's gets a freebie. And then they throw it right away. As St. Ed's takes it back on offense. Turn around, right in crease, deflected by Lynch. I like the way Lynch uses his body. He's got that big stick, but he'll use his body. Jumps up in the way of the ball. Not afraid of anything. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Gonna be a little crazy to play goalie in lacrosse, that's for sure.
Yeah, I remember when I first picked up the stick, and it's like, what position do I want to play? It was anything but goalie. I think
For sure.
I think that's the first advice my dad told me was, you can play, congrats, but don't play goalie. I was like, all right. But if you can play it and you're good at it, I mean, that's the key asset to the team.
Yeah, I mean, the middle of the field, right? Goalie, face-off.
Shot high, goes long.
Good goalie, good face-off guy will take you a long way.
Yes, it will. I mean, those are the two really niche positions. You got your top guy. You don't really rotate him. You got your big face-off guy, and you got both of those together. That can set up a lot for the team. So St. Ed's are still on offense, believe it or not. Minute 15 to go in the first half. No shot clock in high school, and St. Ed's taking full advantage of that so far. O'Brien pass off the mark on the ground. Ground ball's got to be won. St. Ed's is beating them on ground balls too. Vieira struggling to pick some of those up. Under a minute to go in the first half of play. Quick dodge. St. Ed's constantly pulling shorties back to X, and that's a powerful shot and another goal by Ricky Savage. Again, came in this game with 4 goals. He's had 3 since I've been here. I don't know if I missed one of their first 2.
Yeah, that's a hat trick.
Yeah, so that's a hat trick for Savage. 7 goals on the year, becoming their leading scorer. Their leading scorer coming in this was Reed Sternberg.
Might want to not leave 13 open in the second half.
Halftime adjustment.
Might be some good strategy there.
49 seconds to go in the first half. 8-4 St. Ed's on a 4-goal run. They came out of the first quarter break. A different sort of energy here. As they'll get set to face off. Official makes sure everything's behind the line. As they fight, that's a quick win. And they're going to immediately flip it on attack. This is what Vieira needs to avoid. Keegan Nyman. Pass down to Connor O'Brien. 35 seconds to go in the first half. So St. Ed's going to be looking for a last shot sort of scenario. Like you might see in basketball. Slow it down. Let the clock run. If you get the opportunity, shoot it or throw the ball away. And with 20 seconds to go in the half, Vieira finally going to get it. I mean, throughout this run, you notice is Vieira hasn't really even had a shot on offense this whole time. Timeout, Vieira.
It's a good timeout by Coach Nunn.
20 seconds to go in the first half. It's 8-4 St. Ed's.
Get some speed on the field.
And thank our sponsor once again. W&J Construction is a building success for today and tomorrow by providing superior construction, establishing long-term relationships, and exceeding expectations. They achieve this for each client by approaching every project being professional, patient, and prepared. Discover more about what services W&J Construction offers, what they're currently working on, or simply contact them to speak to their friendly team about partnering with them on your next project. For more information, call them at 321-632-7660 or online at www.wjconstruction.com.
Now you got to think 8-4, and Vieira's had the ball for maybe 2 minutes in the entire first half. Probably 22 minutes to 2 minutes time of possession. So,
and that's the thing. Vieira is still solely in this game because if they get offensive chances, I like their chances to score.
Absolutely.
Problem is they're not getting those. And the defense has been solid, but it's just you can only hold down a team like St. Ed's for so long. You can't expect them to hold them infinitely. I mean, eventually that look's going to get open and a goal's going to come from that. You got to win ground balls. You got to win those 50-50 balls. And you got to keep them on their toes. Play their hands.
You can't win a game going 4 or 5 minutes at a time down at the defensive end of the field.
No. And, another thing you can try and game plan for at half, but St. Ed's just teeing off, taking shorties behind X, getting a quick dodge from X, and something you might want to limit, as they don't need to bring the midi back. Is Vieira going to quickly move it up?
Wow.
10 seconds. Great pass right off the chest of the goalie. Ball down, scooped up by St. Ed's. Whistle with 6 seconds to go.
Push
And-
from behind.
Push from behind. Vieira going to get an opportunity. 6 seconds. It's going to have to be something quick. 2, 1, and they're not going to get a shot off. And a tough break for Vieira, finally getting some offense, but with no time to operate. And that's the end of our first half. A hot run, 4 straight goals from St. Ed's leads us into halftime. 8-4 St. Ed's leads. Just gave you W&J Construction. I'll give you one quick read of our other sponsor of the night, Craig Technologies. Craig Technologies supports projects from concept to real-world application with end users in mind. They engineer, design, prototype, and test a wide variety of mission-critical systems for a diverse range of customers. Founded in 1999 by their CEO, Carol Craig, Craig Technologies is a U.S.-owned small business, woman-owned small business, economically disadvantaged, woman-owned small business, veteran-owned small business, service-disabled veteran-owned small business, and Hispanic minority-owned small business. Craig Technology achieves stability through diversity as they offer a wide scope of award-winning engineering and technical solutions. Their lean management team and industry-leading employee benefits help them deliver exceptional customer-driven solutions at a lower cost. For more information, call them at 321-613-5620 or check them out online at www.craigtechinc.com. I'd like to thank the Vieira Hawks boys lacrosse supporters and sponsors, Emily Johnson with State Farm, Fish Window Cleaning, Insurance Pros of Florida, Susie Glick Counseling Services, Superior Soffit, Camp Tech, Renaissance, and Jason Land. So I'd like to thank all those sponsors tonight, and we'll be back in just about 9 minutes for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everybody, live from Vieira High School. Second half of action coming up. The feature matchup of the night here in boys lacrosse. St. Edwards and Vieira. Two squads have played each other a lot recent years. Third quarter coming up. 12 minutes on the clock. 8-4 St. Ed's leads. As we get set to go, face-off circle has been a big one. One that has been dominated by St. Edwards. So see if Vieira picks up a strategy that works. Immediate win for St. Ed's, but putting the deep hole in there to do the face-off, I think immediately just to back them up and slow them down to stop the fast break goals that St. Ed's was picking up. So we'll see St. Ed's back it up. They'll switch and get ready to sub. Pass it down the alley. Get something set up here. Pass back up top as they will move it around the top. Will Russell passes up all the way up top now. It's Eli Barron. St. Ed's taking their time. Dominated possession in the first half, trying to keep that up. Quick pass on the crease. Shot low, saved.
That's a great save. That's tough to do from behind. Went high to low. Good shot. Better save.
So here they come again. St. Ed's once again gets the ball back off the shot. Quick shot there. Sails high. And St. Ed's backs up their shot once again. They'll be able to keep this possession rolling to start the second half. Quick cut, driving around crease, pass top right, up middle. Pump fake pass. Driving down the alley. Pass behind. Ooh, what a catch. Pass out front, spin around, pass again. St. Ed's just moving it around, taking their time. No pressure, no need to rush. Pass low. Spin, dodge on the crease, pass. Deflected down, now up top. Crank from the top, and it's another goal. Number 4 for Ricky Savage, and number 8 on the year. Savage, even at a halftime, still lighting up the numbers. 9-4 St. Ed's leads now as Vieira starting to slip a little.
3 ground balls. 3 opportunities to change possession. You got to get those loose balls. Those 50-50 balls are killing Vieira right now.
I think that's the biggest thing right now. These long possessions can be, I guess, slowed down by our ground balls. Vieira, they're keeping the defensive pressure on for a while. That's why these possessions are so long. St. Ed's isn't just giving up opportunities to take long possessions. They're not really getting opportunities initially. But the ground balls go down. They just keep the long possessions rolling.
2 fast kids on the wings here.
Here they come.
Josh
Quick
Glick.
win immediately. And St. Ed's going to take it on attack once again. Connor O'Brien passes back behind at X. Now on the right side. Pass, cut, middle, point blank, and a goal. Once again, St. Edwards keeps the run going, and that is once again Ricky Savage. Goal number 5 on the night, 9 goals on the season. And St. Ed's 6 straight goals. It's 10-4. Vieira has to find an answer. Again, as I mentioned, I stand by this. If Vieira can set up offense, they can score goals on this team. This goalie's beatable. The defense is beatable. It's aggressive, but beatable. But St. Ed's dominant presence at face-off and the quick turn on offense and the long possessions is ultimately what's killing Vieira. So we get set for a face-off once again. Only 2 minutes into the second half, and it's 10-4. Ball popped out behind. St. Ed still picks it up, and they flick it on offense once again.
It's tough because you're trying to stop the fast break there on the face-off, and so all you got to do is plunge and just pull it right back, and there's no way you're picking that ground ball up from the opposite side. So it's kind of what we used to do a couple years ago with Wessel. He would just see where they lined up and either push or plunge, and it's tough being on the other side of this.
Quick dodge, pass all the way up top.
It's good ball movement.
Pass right on the crease. Jackson Lynch. And now if they call that on Jackson Lynch, that's going to be a very...
I don't think he'll have to serve it because I don't think it's going to be an unnecessary roughness. It'll probably be a hold or a push for the possession or
Yeah, Lynch is an aggressive guy. He's not just going to let you charge into his goal.
They're going to make him serve it. What are they calling here?
He jumped right
I mean, it's definitely a penalty.
really on the back of the defense or the attack there, and Jackson Lynch heads to the penalty box. And if you talk 44, Jackson Santagello.
No, 49.
49,
Yeah.
Isaiah Garrett,
Isaiah.
sophomore.
Push with possession, they called him. They took a goalie out on a push with possession. That's interesting. Normally they won't do that unless it's like an unnecessary roughness or.
This may be the only time you see Vieira without Jackson Lynch. Good presence in goal there. Isaiah Garrett picks up a save. And now let's see on a clear. Will we see Vieira get on offense?
We'll need to kill this penalty. See how St. Ed's gets back on the ride? Very, very disciplined.
Vieira keeping it quick on offense, not slowing it down to sub. DeShulo. Checked outside. DeShulo passing down the alley. Pass back up top to DeShulo. All the way back to Almonte.
No rush here, boys.
Herman playing him far out. Vieira man down. As they switch goalies, Jackson Lynch comes back in. Good play by Vieira. Oh, what a trail check by Luke Herman. Yard sails the stick, ball up in the air, still fighting. Vieira's got to win these. They do. Outside shot, deflected. Off the rebound's going to go all the way back past midfield. Now it's just a battle to flick the ball back, and Luke Herman's going to scoop it up for St. Ed's. And a lot of pressure there.
That's a situation there where it wasn't over and back because it was a shot, but Vieira kept it over just out of instinct, I think.
Timeout, St. Ed's. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. 6 unanswered goals for the Pirates. It's 10-4 they lead. I'd like to thank WJ Construction tonight for sponsoring. WJ Construction has been building Brevard and beyond for over 55 years. W&J is dedicated to understanding each customer's needs and completing their projects with absolute quality assurance, on schedule and within budget. The team at W&J attributes their success to their 3 doctrines of management: communication, transparency, and cooperation. Each speaks for themselves, and the implementation of this combination equates to long-lasting relationships and favorable construction outcomes. For more information, call them at 321-632-7660 or check them out at www.wjconstruction.com. Also, I'd like to quickly thank Craig Technologies. Craig Technologies is a nationwide engineering technology firm headquartered in Merritt Island, Florida, providing services to both government and commercial customers. For more information, call them at 321-613-5620. Check them out online at www.craigtechinc.com.
That was Almonte's second point-blank shot on this goalie. One right before the half there, and then that one. You got to bury those.
St. Ed's taking it up now. St. Ed's takes it back on offense. Jackson Lynch, as I said, got back in goal. They switched him out for the other goalie to take his time. Pump fake, packs up top left. Top, St. Ed's is going to do their thing, moving it around. Backing it up now, pass to Norris. Norris, ball on the ground, quick, checks. Ball up in the air, taken again by Norris through a double team. Then the third, good dodge. Norris wide open on crease. Great job standing in by Jackson Lynch. St. Ed's keeps it in.
But there's no ref back there to see the out of bounds line.
Pass
That's
up top.
tough.
Forward Norris.
Tough.
Pass back around.
Great ball movement by St. Ed's. Great
Move it.
save by Jackson Lynch.
Once again, taking the shorty back to X. He keeps it on his hands, on the hips. Pass, crease shot, and a goal. Once again for St. Edwards, number 4, Connor O'Brien makes it count as the St. Ed's run continues. 7 unanswered goals. It's 11-4. And Vieira's got to find something to get a goal on the board. Lacrosse is a sport where you can get a lot of goals quickly, but a run like this by St. Ed's can be potent. And with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, it's 11-4 St. Ed's on top.
When you're not winning faceoffs, it's almost impossible to come back.
I don't know if Vieira's had a real, I mean, they had one flip on offense, but I don't know if they've had one real offensive possession the whole second half.
No.
And that is pretty impossible to win games.
Kind of the first half. Same story.
That's the thing. 4 goals, very little offensive time. They're scoring goals with their chances. Chances just aren't happening. And good double team here on Nyman. Maybe Vieira finds a strategy. Ethan DeShulo as Vieira wins their first face-off in a while. Shot, goal! As I said, it is that quick for the Vieira Hawks offense to end the run. It's Matt Goodman off the assist, I believe,
Ethan DeShulo.
by DeShulo. And the goal by Matt Goodman, his 10th on the season, 2nd on the night. And Vieira brings back with some life. It's 11-5. St. Ed's on top. How
DeShulo
quickly.
has been a ground ball machine this year.
And you see how quickly that switches. Yeah, DeShulo, leader ground ball for Vieira, 27 ground balls in 3 games up to this point. And now we'll see if Vieira can keep that strategy rolling there on winning face-off. They just sandwiched Nyman there, so he couldn't effectively get the ball. But when he gets past like that, there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. Quick pass in to the box. Back up top to Herman.
I think Vieira should go back to Pedrick. Just let him muck up the face-off.
Harden. Harrison Harden moving it outside. Whistles.
What we got going on here?
I see something down on the field. That's a cleat. A Vieira cleat. Yeah, I saw something. I didn't know what it was out there.
That was a ref hat.
Yeah,
Someone
that's
ran
what
out
I
of bounds. Wrong sport.
Chase Lohman going to have to come out for that. St. Ed's taking their time. Harrison Harden outside, top right with the ball.
Still a long way to go in this game.
DeShulo trail checks. Ref set a pick there.
There
Ball
you go.
down and a win. Ethan DeShulo keeping Vieira in it right now with those ground ball wins. And Jackson Lynch will take it for the clear now. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lynch.
We actually gave DeShulo the Iron Man award last year. Just pound for pound, the strongest, toughest kid.
Ooh, what a play there. Very high pass
Good
from
catch.
Lynch. Eli Manchetti brings it down.
There you go.
Now Vieira slowing it down, taking their time, and going to get their first real offensive possession besides the quick, fast break goal they just had. Matt Goodman down low. Passes up to DeShulo. DeShulo played out by Herman. And that's a pass miss and a quick ground ball scoop. And immediately back on offense is St. Ed's. Ricky Savage. Know how lethal he's been. Quick move inside. O'Brien just flicks one underhand. That's not going to work on Jackson Lynch. That clear does not go anywhere to plan. The whistle. Now it'll be Vieira's ball.
Goaltender interference.
Did see him there checking Jackson in the crease. Can't do that. Once he steps out, you can do whatever you want. While he's still standing in that little circle, that's his bubble. You can't get in there.
It's a free clear.
Oof. Hard check, no foul.
You really can't play the guy on the ground either.
Aggression stays on. Big push from behind, and that pass sails long. Picked up by St. Ed's. Vieira refs in the stands do not like it. Trail check to no avail. Now here comes St. Ed's again. Pass. Quick pass. Crank. Savage misses. Shot backed up
Goalie
by
got it.
Vieira. There you go. Jackson Lynch backs up a shot for the Hawks. Got to set up a clear. They've had opportunities. Few clears haven't connected, though. Big trail check there by O'Brien. Scooped up by St. Ed's again. Quick back on offense.
Vieira hanging their sticks against this team. They're going to get trail check like that constantly. You got to tuck that thing and go.
Yeah, if you hold on to that stick right, you can get a slash off of those if they're not executed correctly. But instead, if you leave your stick out there, that's an easy trail check. Sometimes stick down. Most times ball on the ground off those. O'Brien moves around from X. Harrison Harden passed down the line to Will Russell. Russell going to take the short stick to X. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 11-5. St. Ed's leads. Vieira hanging tough for now. Pump fakes. They switch the long pole on him. Ball down. Scooped up by Harden.
Definitely Vieira's resilience here. He's showing a little bit of grit, hanging in there.
And no quit at all from the Hawks.
St. Edwards is surgical with the ball. Great ball movement.
Here comes a Dodge trying to take it up the middle. Pass back. Harden slips. Pass down the alley. All the way back behind to Ford Norris. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Norris off the pick. Backside pick. Turnaround shot by Norris. Oh, well, Jackson Lynch saves it. Didn't know he did. Ball deflected. Lynch fights for it. Empty net. Still down. Turnaround shot. Misses. And crisis averted for the Vieira Hawks.
Try to get himself another goaltender and a chance there.
St. Ed's realized that was an empty net. They could have just kicked the ball in. And that's a double team immediately. DeShulo gets teed off on. No goalie shot. Empty net. Misses.
Wow. That's great hustle by St. Edwards.
They go back up the shot, though.
Can't let that happen.
It's funny, though. St. Ed's 11 goals on Jackson Lynch, 0 on an empty net. So far. Lynch is an aggressive guy. He won't stay in the cage if he doesn't have to, but that can come back to bite you if you're not careful. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. St. Ed's takes it behind, cutting right on the line of the crease. Pass up top, Savage, pump fakes, flicks down to O'Brien. Bad angle shot, doesn't matter, goal. Will Russell bends that one in there. I think somehow he drifted up towards the top right corner from near parallel.
Too much space.
Man, that's an impressive shot, impressive goal. St. Ed's gets back on the board with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 12-5. St. Ed's leads the Vieira Hawks as we head to a timeout. I'd like to thank our other head sponsor. Craig Technologies is a nationwide engineering and technology firm headquartered in Merritt Island, providing services to both government and commercial customers. Craig Technologies, a list of services include design engineering, systems engineering and integration, software design and development, information technology support, training and courseware development, integrated logistics support, and range operations. For more information, call them at 321-613-5620 or check them out online at www.craigtechinc.com. I'd like to thank the Vieira Hawk lacrosse sponsors, Emily Johnson with State Farm, Fish Window Cleaning, Insurance Pros of Florida, Susie Glick Counseling Services, Superior Soffit, Camp Tech, Renaissance, and Jason Land. Thank all those sponsors tonight for supporting Vieira Hawks Boys Lacrosse and the Brevard Sports Network. So as we come out of the timeout, there's going to be 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 12-5 the lead for St. Ed's. Vieira is going to have a quarter to bring it back. 12 minutes or 13-ish. More than enough time for a team like Vieira to get 7 goals. On a team like St. Ed's, we'll see. If they get stable offense, then it's definitely possible. But that starts with winning face-offs, easier said than done, and slowing and forcing out those longer possessions by St. Ed's. Again, easier said than done. So we'll see if they can make it happen here. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, 12-5. St. Ed's leads by 7. As they head to face off, again, it's Keegan Nyman, been the staple guy for St. Ed's. I think in there is Ben Van Genchen, the LSM for Vieira.
Close enough. Good effort. We just call him Ben. It's a tough last name.
Call him LSM Ben.
That's it.
Ball on the ground, scooped up, one by Nyman. Vieira dropping Ben into play there. O'Brien bounces it out now.
Vier's going to have to go out and play a little more aggressive now.
Minute and a half to go in the third quarter.
We're going to have to force some possessions.
St. Ed's charging the crease there, rolls around to X. Gonna push it around, dodge inside, pass wide open, shot, goal, St. Edwards. Assist by Reed Sternberg, goal by Will Russell. Back-to-back goals for Russell. And it is 14-5 now. St. Ed leads by 9 with a minute to go in the third quarter. As the big run by St. Ed's continues, Vieira had a shot to slow it down for just a moment. Couldn't keep it going. And now St. Ed's going to keep this lead going with a minute to go in the third quarter. Again, the goal scored by Will Russell off the assist by Reed Sternberg as they head back out to face off. Once again, it'll be Keegan Nyman for St. Edwards. Let's see if Vieira can take a face off here. As another, Nyman slips up in the sand. Almonte goes down, looking like the Super Bowl field out there. And
Got to push.
yeah, push there. It'll go St. Ed's with free possession there. Well, Vieira had the opportunity with Nyman slipping down, but with the push.
Vieira did not pay $800,000.
No, they didn't. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 3.
The field is beautiful.
A lot better than a lot of other fields I've played on. Well kept here at Vieira. Ball moving around back to X. Once again taking the short stick defender back there. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Good job playing the hips there. Pass up top with space. Pass down low. Going to be a crank. Great job eating the hit there by Eli Menchetti. I don't know who has the ball. Looks like St. Ed's. Nope, it's still on the ground. This is going to be a scrum for it. DeShulo broke out. Now St. Ed's with space. 13 seconds to go. Pass down low in the crease off the cut. 5 seconds. Shot saved. Jackson Lynch sends it down the field. Full field pass by Lynch. Is going to go out, and that'll be the end of the third quarter here from Vieira High School. Hawks trying to hold on as St. Edwards tries to run away with 12 minutes coming up to start the fourth quarter. St. Ed's leads Vieira 13-5. we get set here. Welcome back to Vieira. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes to go. St. Ed's leads Vieira by 8 goals. A very tightly contested first quarter. Since then, the Pirates have controlled the way. It's all really started here at the face-off circle. You'll see here a new face-off guy in for St. Ed's. Quick check, and as I say that, Vieira wins the face-off. Ethan DeSchulo takes on offense. Pass back to Landon Almonte. And we'll see what Vieira's got now on offense. Most times they've been on offense, minus a few, they have scored. And that shows you how little offensive possessions they've gotten. Almonte backs it up. Pass over on the wing, down the alley. Roll back up top for the pass.
That's a double-edged sword because you want to maintain possession. Defense has been working hard.
Gabe C. pass thrown to really nobody in the area, and Vieira finally gets that offensive possession. Nothing to show for it. Clear setting up now for St. Ed's. Ethan Ball passes up the line. DeSchulo's trail check off the mark. Beckley Waldrop shot, long pole shot, saved by Lynch. Pass all the way back. St. Ed's going to slow it down once again. Luke Herman. Pass back over to Ricky Savage, rolling past him and out of bounds. Vieira going to take possession here as the Hawks get another shot at offense here to start the fourth quarter.
So Vieira's got to push it a little bit because they're down by 8. But you got to give your defense a break too, so you kind of got to find that balance. Kind of got to give him 5 yards there.
Pass up ahead. Ethan DeSchulo sets up the break for Vieira. Trail check, a hard one. DeSchulo hits the dirt. Ball down. Man, aggressive play by St. Ed's. Got to be careful of those high arcing checks, though. You hit a helmet, that's a penalty. Almonte taking it in for Vieira now. Down the alley. Just getting peppered there.
Kind of borderline cross check. You know.
And shot misses, but backing it up is Matt Goodman. Goodman with 2 goals so far. He passes all the way up top to Gabe C. C takes the dodge on the short stick. Pass right in front. Ball down. Almonte looking for it. Kicked out. They fight. That'll be a push inside on Vieira.
Unbelievable.
Coming.
Call that.
Still fighting. St. Ed's wins it, so the whistle won't come. Pushing it way up ahead. St. Ed's on the attack. Eli Barron. Straight down the center. Shot. Great save by Jackson Lynch. High shot, just playing catch with him, but that pass, ooh, hard check from behind. That'll be man up for Vieira coming up. As possession will get taken, and man up coming for Vieira. Push from behind on St. Ed's. Besides the 1 penalty on Jackson Lynch, good job tonight. Disciplined by Vieira. They haven't been man down, really, the whole time. St. Ed's has been, I believe, 3 times or 4.
This could be a borderline locked in because he hit him from behind. Never saw the hit coming. Defenseless. It'll be interesting to see what they call.
If that's the case, Vieira could start picking up goal after goal until the time would run out.
Just going to give him a...
This could be a 1-minute penalty. So here comes Vieira, man up. They've scored every time so far. 2 for 2 on man up opportunities. DeSchulo pass to Almonte. Flicks down to Goodman off the mark. Goalie goes out and gets it. He can get drilled, and Matt Goodman. Good morning. Goodman wakes him up. Outside shot. Goalie's not even there yet. Perfect execution by Vieira. And the goal by Gabe C.
So they're going to call this off because the ref didn't give the goalie time to get back into the crease. You got to give him 5 seconds, and the ref didn't give him 5 seconds. I was wondering about that.
Tough break for Vieira. Great execution there.
I mean, I'm assuming they're going to call it off. But you know what? If I could predict what the refs were going to be doing, I probably wouldn't be sitting up here in the booth.
They call it off. And Matt Goodman gave the business to Kieran Colgan. He said, oh, I'll go scoop up the ball. Turns around. Matt Goodman drilled him out of bounds. The goal doesn't count. It is Vieira ball, though. 9 minutes to go in the game. Refs in the stands hate it. Still man up for Vieira. They showed how quickly they can score with that. Got to keep the same energy coming out here. Pass all the way up top. C, pass down to Goodman, back up top. Gabe C cranks one top of the box. Deflected out. Vieira backs up the shot.
If the goalie leaves the crease on his own, like with the ball or whatever, you don't have to give him a chance to get back. But if it goes out of bounds, you got to give him a chance. So I know the fans aren't happy.
DeShulo.
Save.
Shot deflected by someone in there. Gabe C got to scoop up the ball there. Cradling lefty, switches back right, back to DeShulo. Still man up for Vieira. Pass on the ground. Gabe C got to go win the ground ball. Check. Gets past. Double team. Good roll dodge there. Flag down. So Vieira with a chance to go. And why?
Yeah, but they only have 6 on offense. It's not offsides.
I don't know why there's a whistle there.
They're calling it offsides, but they have 6 on defense. They don't need 6 on defense. You don't have to have 10 on the field. You can't have 7 guys on the defensive side of the ball or the offensive side of the ball. I don't think they're man down anymore.
They just got even. The new player was just running out for St. Ed's.
And their deep hole didn't come on the field when Savage went over. So they only had 6 on defense.
Officials conversating.
You got to be able to count to 10.
The real tough break for Vieira is that had a shot to be a goal immediately coming.
Oh, yeah.
Goal.
And there it is. Goal, Vieira.
Yeah, no penalty. They weren't offsides, but it's a good goal.
And Vieira gets back on the board. I didn't see who shot it, unfortunately.
What? Yeah, it's a good goal.
Yeah, it's a goal. 13-6. The lead for St. Edwards again. Didn't see who scored it. Took advantage there right as they drew even. And Vieira right off their opportunity man up scores the goal. Keeps it within 7 with 8:15 to go in the game. 13-6 St. Ed's leads. Now Vieira sends a new long pole to the face-off line. Dylan Vegas. And whistles. What a win.
Wow.
They jump St. Ed's, get right around him, and the face-off won by Dylan Vegas. Now
Dylan
Vieira
needs to play Powerball tonight.
back on offense. Now Vieira right back at it. Landon Almonte going to take it all the way back to X. Takes the shorty with him. Under 8 minutes to go. Vieira still in this one. Almonte comes around. Shot low. Right behind the goal. The goalie does not want to test Matt Goodman again. He fades right back into the crease. And Vieira holds on to offense. Vieira playing St. Ed's game. Win the face-off. Take a long possession. Pass it around. Gabe C. Turns around. Getting pressured hard. C. Needs a pass. C pass high. This one's going to go towards midfield. Flicked out of bounds by St. Ed's. Vieira ball. Connor Hoffman takes it in for the Hawks. Flicks it right down the line. Matt Goodman coming up from attack. All the way outside the box. Long pole taking shots. Goodman right up the middle. Pass. Point blank. Almonte turnaround shot. No looker. No. Doesn't get it on net, but Vieira backs up the shot. They'll keep possession on the end line. Pass in. Up top in the middle. Good dodge. Right and point blank goal. Landon Almonte. And here comes Vieira with a charge.
Showing some grit. You gotta love it.
Back-to-back goals. 6-point game. 13-7 St. Ed's leads. And Landon Almonte puts a goal in there. He came in with 6 goals. No, he's had a few tonight. Not his first on the night. For Landon Almonte, the Cocoa Beach transfer attack.
And I know Coach Nunn, he's really just, this is what he's looking for. He wants to see his team fight in the fourth quarter. Make Make it a contest.
Still 6:45 to go. This game far from over. Vieira can keep the charge going and see if they can win another face-off. That was what started all that. Keegan Nynum fell down, but that time he wins the face-off. Ball down, scooped up by St. Ed's. As now they win this face-off. And getting ahead, Eli Barron slows it down. Pushed by Josh Glick.
Coach Nunn calling for heavy. They got to play tough. They got to play out. Kind of sell out now in defense.
Pass down behind X. Flicks it all the way back up top. Moving it around. Ricky Savage. Passes back outside. Good pressure by the shorty. Roll back. Pass across. They're just going to take their time with it. Pass right in front. Connor O'Brien rips one off the pass. And that's a shot.
That's just great offense right there.
And a goal for St. Edwards. Number 4, Connor O'Brien off the assist. And with 6 minutes to go, St. Ed's makes it back to 7. And the Vieira run stalled for the time being. Now what you want to see for the Hawks. 14-7 the lead for St. Ed's.
Little wheel. Got the defense kind of moving. Left the crease open. Just good offense.
Back to the face-off line. 6 minutes to go in the game. St. Ed's leads by 7. Quick win by Keegan Nyman. Nyman taking it quickly on offense. Flicks down. Connor O'Brien just scored that last goal. Pass behind the goal. Getting pressured right on the end line. Good checks for Vieira. Got to keep him low. Don't want to go man down on a check to the helmet. Rides him all the way from X all the way up top.
That's what it's going to take. You're going to have to put pressure on these guys far out. And it's tough because St. Edwards moves the ball so well.
St. Ed's takes it all the way back. Forward Norris.
Like right here, we got to be put pressure on the ball.
Norris gets set to dodge on DeShulo. Gets it up the middle. Norris pass outside O'Brien. O'Brien backs up. Back. Flick to Norris. Sets up a sort of play there. Forward Norris backs up again. 5 minutes to go here from Vieira. St. Edwards leads 14-7. It's go time for the Hawks if they want to make a comeback on this one. Oh, Norris goes down. Got to go for the ball. DeShulo didn't know where it was.
That is not a push. That is terrible. That was not a push.
They call the push on Granger Lamp.
Wow. That was good hustle.
I agree with you there. I disagree with the call. Don't think that was a push. But
it is what it is.
Yeah, St. Ed's plays it back now. Quick dodge. Pump fakes. Driving right down the alley. Open shot. Rough angle for him. Misses. They back up the shot, though. St. Ed's ball. 4.5 minutes to go.
DeShilo's gassed. Lunged a little bit there. You can see he's tired. All that defense starting to wear out. Vieira, you can just tell.
That's what these long possessions do. Above all, the scoring and whatnot tires out the defense, especially the middies. They got to run down their short stints on offense and then come back and play tireless defense. Turn around, pass behind to X. They're just going to sit there. No one presses him. Time can run. Pass, open, shot, goal. Number 27 off the pass from X. That's Reed Sternberg, their leading scorer coming in. And with only 4 minutes to go, St. Ed's goes ahead by 8, 15-7. And that might be the tip of the dagger starting to get to Vieira. 4 minutes. Vieira got to rattle them off now. Can't stress enough, it all starts with the face-off, especially St. Ed's brings in Matthew Vatland, a freshman, to do face-off now. Got to take your advantage. Playing face-off is McGuire Pedrick for Vieira. Pedrick versus Vatland. Fight. Back behind. It's won by Vieira. They got to turn this into a score. Here they come. Josh Glick rolls back. Pass up to the sub. Almonte feeds. Gabe C. Back to Almonte. Almonte takes it behind to X, takes the shorty with him. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Landon Almonte coming around hot. Shot left-handed and a goal. Landon Almonte off the face-off one. Goal Vieira, 15-8. Vieira giving it every last effort they have here in this one. That offense we know will score.
You get a tall guy like Almonte, lefty, coming around the corner. It's tough to stop that.
But Keegan Nyman coming back in to do face-offs for St. Ed's. And it is McGuire Pedrick out there for Vieira. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Vieira really can't allow any more scoring. They got to control the last 3.5 minutes of the game. Pedrick versus Nyman. It's a fight. Ball down. DeShulo, what a scoop, what a move. Ethan DeShulo, fast break, pass, and off the stick of Cannon Velitis. Vieira holds possession though. Had a fast break. Sometimes you just need to slow it down. Set up offense. Can't take too long. The 3 minutes to go. They need 7 goals to tie. Here they come. Gabe C. Steps in. Pressured hard. C passes back to X. Velitis snatched right out of the air. Great defensive play by the D-pole. Throws a man down, but he's out of bounds.
Great hustle by Connor Hoffman there.
Connor Hoffman takes the hit, forces him out.
Great angle.
Perfect play there on the D-pole. Off the interception was Wesley Noble. DeShulo open. Matt Goodman cranks, goes high. No goal going long. Vieira ball. 2:42 to go in the game. They trail by 7. Vieira trying to keep any last hope alive. Shot misses, backed up.
Dude, goalies.
Refs are going to give it to St. No, they give it to Vieira.
Wow.
2.5 minutes left in this one. Vieira trying, giving every last breath that they got. Problem is this possession wasting a lot of clock that they don't need to be wasting that. In the back almost. Matt Goodman inside, missing again. Deflected, double team behind. That'll be a push. And that's going to put Vieira man down with 2 minutes to go, 2:20. And that may be the one to put the Hawks out for the night. We'll see.
But like Coach Bartlett said, this is what you want. You want to see this fight. You want to see just that never giving up and still being aggressive. I love it.
Oh, absolutely. The grit shown by Vieira right now is
What was it,
immaculate.
11-4 at the end of the third?
Yeah.
So it's 4-4 in the fourth?
I mean,
I'll take that.
playing them hard, just the middle of the game, that chunk in the middle. They played them hard out of the gates, very hard at the end. The middle of the game, they just fell behind. Vieira's still a dangerous team.
It's a marathon season. Your
Yeah.
goals, districts, your goals, regions, you know.
And it's only game number 4 on the year. Vieira, I mean, you got a very potent offense, solid defense, great goalie. Got to start face off against other teams you play. They'll probably look better. St. Ed's just has the edge. Nyman a great Fogo. Moving around from behind. Pass up top. Shot. Saved by Lynch. Under 2 minutes to go now. Again, St. Ed's man up. They're trying to put this one on ice if it isn't already. Pass back. They send Hoffman from behind. What a play. Check down, ball down, still down. Vieira got to win this ground ball. They do. No, they don't, not yet. Still down, still down. That's going to be a push. The ref goes down. Tackle there. Ref goes down on the play. St. Ed's takes it back on offense. Minute 20 to go. Herman passing around. Luke Herman gets in down the alley. Passing it around behind. All the way up top. Lefty shot. Deflected by Lynch off O'Brien. Under 1 minute to go here from Vieira. Valiant effort by the Hawks tonight against a very strong team out of Vero Beach and St. Edwards. Speaking of Vero Beach, that's who Holy Trinity hosted tonight. Another big matchup here in this county. Boys lacrosse. Along with a game like this, St. Ed's, they're all even now. Pass inside, flicked up in the air. 40 seconds left. St. Ed's backs it up again.
Another 50-50 ball.
Right inside, shot, no goal, chasing it, diving for it, and that dive gives St. Ed's possession. Full effort there by Ricky Savage to get possession back for St. Ed's with 30 seconds left. They're going to drive in one more time here.
Surprised St. Ed's is not just trying to just kill the clock here.
Yeah.
You know?
I expect him to. Luke Herman cranks one on Jackson Lynch, stays strong in the cage.
Lynch is going to eat those up all day.
That's what they call some of those high shots. You're just playing catch with the goalie. Good clear all the way down. Vieira almost gets possession back. 3, 2, and 1. And that'll do it tonight from Vieira as the St. Edwards Pirates come into town and stay undefeated against the Vieira Hawks, winning a hard battle here. Vieira hung in there all the way to the end despite the score. St. Ed's wins it 15-8. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, W&J Construction. You can call them at 321-632-7660 or online at www.wjconstruction.com. Craig Technologies, you can call them at 321-613-5620 or check them out online at www.craigtechinc.com. And lastly, the Vieira Boys Lacrosse supporters, Emily Johnson with State Farm, Fish Window Cleaning, Insurance Pros of Florida, Susie Glick Counseling Services, Superior Soffit, Camp Tech, Renaissance, and Jason Land. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Thanks, Coach, for
My
announcing
pleasure.
alongside me.
Got a few games I'm going to do with you guys this year. It's fun.
Love to hear it. Well, for the Vieira Hawks and the St. Ed's Pirates, I'm Jackson Robb. Have a great night, everybody. Make it a sports night.